here we are. We've just taken delivery of our new camera and gonna take it for a little test today. Right now it doesn't have the microphone attached to it. It's just using the inbuilt microphones. So we're just gonna see how well it picks up a little bit. And then as we get to our next stop, I'll attach the lapel mic and see how this works. Okay, so here we are. We're at the I think it's the Asato River, but it might be called something different. It's the river that leads all the way through from the Sion Square where the big Shise is, and it's like built all the way down to Tomari Port. It's man-made, and sometimes you see sharks. I can see sharks from my balcony, little baby ones that end up coming up and swimming around in the river, which is really cool. It's really low today. It's usually quite a bit higher than this, and it's very grey. It's definitely feeling like a rainy season kind of day. Okay, so let's go. Just across the street there, you've got the brand new Sharada, which kind of is the whole building. Well, actually, on level 2 and 3, it's Sakamoto Sensei's karate dojo, and the bottom floor is the new Sharada shop, which is very nice. Most of you would already know the old one was just over there, and there's nothing there now. It's a car park. So we're just gonna keep walking up here, and we're gonna head to visit Matsumoro Kosaku's roadside memorial. Was perfect timing, wasn't it? It went green just for me. So this memorial, actually, my Steve sensei ended up finding it, and it kind of was under our noses all the time. We didn't find this one until quite late in the shrine hunting journey. But it's one of the nicest ones, I think, because of the art that's gone into it. It's not just a rock with like writing carved into it. I think it's really pretty, and actually the whole street is very nice with memorials to a few different people. Oh, there's a cat, look. I seem to make friends with all the cats. Well, it's cute, but I think I scared it. Okay, so the around sound, is that even what you say? The sound around me is quite loud now, like with the roadwork and the street and all of this. So now I'm gonna test putting on the microphone. So it should be on and attached now, the lapel mic. So we'll see if that makes a difference to how well it's picking up everything. They're filling up all the vending machines. So we'll go around them. So when you get to this dragon on this corner, you want to actually go right. Basically, you just need to get to this long street that's about 2 or 3 streets behind Sogenji Dori, and then you can just like walk up and down it. I mean, it's really pretty just to do that instead of the main Sogenji Street. They have lots of little art on the side of the street, so you can see like the boats here, the Hari boat. Which are really pretty, I think. I like kind of the small efforts to make a town look nice. Then you get to this crossroads here, and I've heard that this B&B over here, the Forums B&B, is actually a really nice place to stay. I wouldn't know because I have a home, so I don't need to stay at like all the different places. But maybe it might be somewhere you guys want to check out. It's actually right next to the Matsumura Kosaku roadside memorial, which is just here. I think this one is super cool because they've actually like carved him into it, and he's doing his shudo, and I just find it really interesting how his hand is kind of up the other way to how we all have it, but as we all know, it could be as he was moving, it might be how he used to do it, it might just be how the artists found it easier to make his hand. Nobody knows, but they're keeping this one in really quite nice condition. Here it says Bushi Matsumura. And then here there's kind of the story of his life, I kind of guess. Either way, I think it's very cool. This one at the side of the street. Okay, so from the Matsumura Kosaku roadside memorial, we're now just gonna walk straight down this street, the street that's at the back here. And we're going to head to the port, where there's actually lots of interesting things to see around there, which kind of makes sense if it's a port. Down at the port there's a lot of interesting monuments to see. Of course, there's the Matsumura Kosaku rock stone in Shinyashiki Park that Nagamine Shoshin sensei wrote the writing that was on it, and there is the cave of Chanan, that the legend of Chanan, the shipwrecked Chinese sailor, lived there, and then he learnt his karate from Matsumura Kosaku. There is the foreigners' graveyard, which is another interesting spot to go and have a look at. And then there is also, down the end of this street, there's the Commodore Perry roadside monument too. We'll just wait for this car, but then I just want to show you this one and the next roadside monument that we walked along to see. It's, hold on, there's a bike as well. We'll go to this side. You can see that this is the same design as the one we just saw. Okay, let's try now. There's no cars. You can see that there's this roadside monument, which again is another really, really beautiful one. And this one is actually to a famous poet or songwriter. So not kept in quite as nice condition as the Matsumura one, but I think that's simply because maybe a lot of people have started to come to see the Matsumura one, and the people around it have noticed this, and so they kind of look after it a little bit better. Another nice kind of area, the Sogenji and Tomari, to come and just walk around and to wander and explore. I mean, that's how on our first couple of trips here we actually found some of the coolest things just by walking and getting lost. So you'll get to a park with some big trees, like big trees out the front of it that the kids love to climb. And then on the left side of this street, you've actually got the roadside monument to Commodore Perry, which I think is really nicely done, really, really nicely done. Let's have a look at this. You've got Commodore Perry here, and then you've got this whole long stream of men that are following him up the beaches, and there's boats in the ocean, and it's just really, really nice piece of art, honestly. Yeah, I think it's beautiful, this one. So definitely worth maybe having a look at. Okay, so from here we need to head to the port now. So this road will come to a dead end at the school, Tomari Elementary School. It comes to the dead end here. I always love to walk past the school because you can see all the flowers the kids grow and look after, and I really like that. You'll also see lots of tiles on the street, which are just really nice kind of decorations. They've kind of put thought into how they're creating their little villages, though it's not really villages anymore. So we get to the dead end, which this big building here is the school. And then you can see over there all the little kids going out for their morning walk with their teachers, the baby ones. We come to a crossroads, and I'm trying to think of the simplest way to take you guys there. Like I think I'll just do what I would usually do if I was going to get myself there. So I would cut across here and take the road down along next to the school here. And just keep, instead of getting back onto Sogenji Dori, I would take this back one. I find is really, really cool is that Matsumura Kosaku has got three, maybe even four, if you can count like the ones next to his grave, 2 monuments built to him, which is obviously the most of like any karate master really. Everyone, well, there's quite a few famous ones, they get 1, but nobody ends up with 3 or 4. So it shows you, and they're all different places, so it shows you, I mean, like, just what an impact he must have had on the people all around the island. I just stopped here to show you this frozen sweets cafe. It's super nice on the inside, and it does really, really good shaved ice. You can get like traditional ones or more modern flavors of it. I went in there with my friend, and they have good coffee, good shaved ice, and it's definitely if you're walking this little route around sort of lunchtime or afternoon snack time, I would recommend stopping in there for the shaved ice. But also you can use this as your landmark to know that you're heading the right way. So I just paused there so I could get past those roadworks. So we just carried on so far. What you'll also find up on this corner is there's a lot of bento shops where you can get like your takeaway lunch boxes. And there's also a bakery as well, which is a nice one. See? All the bread in there, it smells very good. Quite traditional, not like a bakery like we would imagine in like the Western kind of Europe. But that's part of the fun that's coming here, right? Is to see how other countries kind of recreate things or make their own versions of things. See, there's a bento shop. There's actually a couple more that we already walked past. So, we need to get down that road that's right opposite us. But obviously, as you can see, you can't cross the road here. You can't get across there. So we're gonna go across the street this way. This is a new gyoza restaurant that I'd really like to go to because I like gyoza. But with Corona and all of this other things, it hasn't really been something that's happened yet. So here you can see the Blue Ribbon building. I'm sure lots of people would recognize this, and that's like right next to the port. So let's just go quick so I can go across while the lights are changed too. Made it just in time. Okay, so from here we're just gonna kind of loop back up to where we came out of. The way I remember the street I'm going down is the right one. Is you can see this Bayside apartment building here. Just walk down this one. What's really exciting about this park and this monument is we've been waiting an extra couple of years now because of COVID, but they plan to put a monument in the same park to Nagamine Shoshin Sensei, which is really, really cool. I hope that I can be at the ceremony for this, or definitely be one of the first to see this stone. That's obviously important to us because we do Matsubayashi-ryu, and Matsubayashi-ryu was founded by Nagamine Shoshin Sensei. And what's also cool is that his students, which are our senseis, are creating the stone and the writing that will go onto it, which again is a really cool thing. So it's actually not too far down this street, just a couple of minutes of a walk, and you'll see the park on the left. There's a lot of mosquitoes in this park, be prepared for that. I'm not. I'm saying it now because every time I come here I get bitten by them all. Though I'm getting better at it. So yeah, you can see it's just a regular park where actually the kids come to play. And then in the corner of it you can see there is the monument over here to Tomari Walk. And the plan, I think, is right next to it here to put Nagamine Sensei's one, which is super cool. This one's quite famous. I think it's one of the more commonly visited and commonly found ones. But yeah, here we are. Okay, so from here I'm not gonna head up to the cave today. I think I'll add the cave and the foreigner graveyard into another video, I think. Just kind of make them short and easier to do. And also, I don't actually know if this camera has done a good job of sound and recording. This is just a bit of a test. So if this was successful, then I can just walk down here again on another morning and do the cave and the foreigner graveyard and a bit more of the sort of around the port. Also, that big bridge that you can see up in front of us, that's quite a cool walk to do. James and I kind of used to, okay, hold on. James used to run across it and I used to follow him walking across it, and then we kind of it's just a good walk to do as well. It's very pretty. It's very breezy and cool. Gives you a very good view of Naha, and actually it's a good cut through to Naminue. So that's something to do if you want to go out on an early morning walk. You can come and walk all around the Tomari area. And actually, when we were practicing for a trail run, we would run to the near where Matsumura Kosaku was and then go up to where the Chanan cave is, and actually kind of use it as a bit of trail practice, because it's quite a up and down area in the graveyard, and you have to climb over parts to get to the stairs to go over that bridge. So we kind of made it a big loop and would come out at Naminue and then run back up Kokusai. So maybe we should do this one day. Look at the dragon. And I'm just crossing across the edge of the port. The port and a lot of the other islands are off over there and over there. And actually this here is where the river that I actually started at ends. So if you're lost at all, just follow the water, really, and it'll take you back right into the center of Naha. You know what's actually interesting is Eric actually told me before that they first applied to put the Matsumura Kosaku stone and the Nagamine Shosen Sensei stone in this part right here, but the town mayor or the governor or whoever it is that approves these things said no, and so they got the little Shinyashiki Park that's a bit more hidden away, but I still think it's really cool. So it's actually quite windy here. It'll be interesting to hear how the microphone is coping with the wind. I haven't got the wind muffler on. So here on the right up there is the official entrance to Tomari Port. There's also a couple of restaurants and like souvenir shops in there where you can get like all the things you need for your day on the island, like life jackets and like blow up rubber rings, this kind of thing. Well, we're just gonna cross. Isn't that sound just kind of one of the sounds of Okinawa? You know, the traffic light people at you, and the monorail singing. It's usually the little things, right? actually cool about this road is it brings us out at this this crossroads here, which basically if we just keep following across the bridge and going straight on, it brings us right back to basically the big supermarket and the crossroads where Dojo Bar was and Sogenji Temple. And if we look down here, you can see that we've followed the river. Maybe not directly, but we followed the river. They say actually that this bridge, the Asato Bridge, which didn't actually used to be there, it used to be a bit further along, that was the place where Matsumoto Kosaku actually had his altercation fight with the samurai before he ended up fleeing up north to the mountains, where he ended up hiding for 15 years-ish. It might have been more or less or whatever, but they say that it was right down here, very close to this Sogenji, which is just across the street there, and it's very loud with all the cars. Because Sogenji used to be kind of like the biggest market, where everybody would come to buy all of their sort of everything they needed. And so I guess it seems like the perfect spot, really, where everybody comes to hang out and where the Satsuma samurais would be kind of on patrol. So yeah. Okay, so we're gonna finish our video for the day, just as I'm coming up to our dojo. I hope that all of this has come out well, and maybe it's a nice update, and if you haven't been to these places before, maybe it will give you a bit of inspiration on how to get there. This is our dojo, and right across the street, as some of you might have known, this was where the dojo bar was, which is now a ladies' clothes boutique kind of shop. I haven't been in there because it's not really the kind of clothes. I don't wear the kind of clothes that mean that I can go in there, and also it probably wouldn't fit me because, like, I'm English and I'm quite chunky, and Japanese people are not. But yeah, anyways, let's finish this video, and I hope to do another one soon.